Graeme, when that penalty went in, I thought we were set for a grandstand finish, but unfortunately not.
No, we were in the ascendancy at that point. Obviously we made a few changes. Simon with George and Dan, I thought they were positive. We changed the shape. I think the game was in our hands, and I think we've got to throw in or they've got to throw in, and all of a sudden we'll go down the pitch and it's another soft goal, and that's really disappointing.
And obviously there was a sending off at the end, 10 minutes against 10, but I mean they packed the area. Were you disappointed in not creating as much as you might have done? A lot of possession, but in fairness, Lee Camps only had that late save to make.
Yeah, but that was maybe a measurement of the performance today. Simon, we lacked a spark. I think for the first 30 minutes of the game, it's as low in confidence as I've seen us. I couldn't see any of us wanting to have a touch, wanting to find their teammate, and we had to sort of cajole it out of them, and that's a bigger worry. I like the response. We put George on, put Dan Potts on. I thought we found impetus and momentum in the game, but obviously you can see the goal like that, it's difficult to come back again.
Is that a mental thing from, was it now 60 feet since 7? Are they sort of heads beginning to drop, or mentally they're finding it too hard?
I think the first 30 minutes they found it very, very difficult mentally today. In terms of confidence, getting on the ball.
They should be up for it, shouldn't they? Home game, full house.
I'm not saying they weren't up for it, Simon. I'm saying from a confidence point of view, having a touch, being creative, going past people, doing something different. I think we struggled, and it was only the subs really that give us some impetus in the game. The change of shape helped, and like I said, at 1-1, I think if anybody was backing a team, they would have backed us to go on and win it, but we'll give a soft goal away, and that's the story of the season.
Some frustration at the end. I have to ask you about that. Not everybody wishing you Happy New Year as you came off.
Yeah, I mean, one thing they've got every right, because we're on a run of a number of defeats. Absolutely every right. But I think if anybody was a football man, you can see we were short today. And as I've said over and over again, we need our best players on the pitch, and we need to get some new players in to have a chance of competing at this level.
And the chances of that, I mean, you've spoken how difficult it's been to get people in this window.
The chances of that is, I'm optimistic because that's the type of person I am. Next week there's always another opportunity to win 3 points. At the minute we're struggling, we need some help, and Izzy's close, he should train this week. Martin Craney's close. It was good to get Dan back for 45 minutes today, even though he's only trained 3 days. We needed to get him on the pitch, and hopefully we'll get some additions next week.
Chairman appealed for patience, I think was his word, because we had patience off the pitch. He said he wanted patience on the football side as well.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't blame the supporters. That you get beat again, especially today at home. They're allowed to vent their frustration. At the minute, I'm not doing a good job, the players aren't doing a good job, you have to hold your hand up, but we're under enormous financial restrictions in terms of attracting people to the football club, and that's the truth.
In the Championship, I mean, it's not a great advert for job security. Do you worry that the board won't stick with you?
I never think about that. All I think about is a solution. Believe me, I had a question the other day, why do you change the team so much? Because I'm trying to find a solution. I know what the problems are, because I work bloody hard to try and find them and to try and find solutions, and today players have failed.
Thank you.
How hard is it to hear at the end as well when you come off to that sort of reaction?
Say that again?
How hard is it to hear that kind of reaction?
Well, what's really, really difficult is when you dedicate your whole life to the job. You spend 12 plus hours a day at it. You sleep with it on your mind. You work 7 days a week, and you give everything you've got, and our reward from football is nothing. Not romantic at all. But I know the game, and I know the industry, and as I've said, the supporters have got every right.
At the start of the match as well, I mean, going behind on 4 minutes from a cross and head of the back post, it must be really frustrating after how you've sort of set up to have a fast start.
Well, we've had a defensive session on Tuesday. We had a defensive session on Wednesday, and I can assure you the plan is not to concede after 4 minutes. But we have to defend that area, have to be stronger. Jukovic, if I show you the amount of videos, pulls back post, get round on the cover, you need to be stronger. We weren't. We're 1-0 down, Mike.
As you mentioned, the confidence was lacking. How can you change that in training now? Obviously, the start of the first half an hour that you spoke about.
It's a mental aspect that I've been speaking about since minute one. We try every single way of making the players technically, tactically, physically, mentally ready for the game. Today was the first time I saw us really, really low in confidence for half an hour. We managed to dig in at half time, managed to get a spark on the pitch with George and Dan Potts. And hopefully next week we'll have Izzy Brown fit, hopefully we'll have Martin fit, hopefully we'll get some new additions, and you get some new energy and you get some new belief. And that's where we are.